Hello once again, everyone. Today, I present to you my project once more. If you patiently wait for my speed sculpt to go through, you see step by step on how I started from simple cylinder to small, cute, high-tech, unidentified flying object, or UFO for short. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, those are some tough times ahead we are going to have indeed. If you've watched the previous videos, you should know that I am making my very own NFT project. Remembering that NFT stands for non-fungible token, basically digital assets that you can sell and buy online. But unlike say Amazon or eBay, there's also a very good certificate process involved, which is basically the whole point of NFTs in my humble opinion. Not to mention that there is no way for anybody to take away your assets, provided you are safe with them, of course. That differs immensely from, say, services such as Amazon or eBay, and literally, as the old saying goes, not your keys, not your coins, or in this case, assets or NFTs. So this is one of the most interesting ownership technologies, if you will, ever made in a long time. So what do I mean by that? By not your keys, not your assets or coins? Well, basically, if somebody doesn't have your passphrase, which is usually a 12 or 24 component of different words, they basically cannot access your funds or assets, period. That's it. It would be easier to, say, evict you from your home, which is a massive, legal process, than to say, seize your assets in any way, shape, or form. And this is something that I really am on board with, because I believe a lot in ownership. I think people should own things. They should be proud to say, this is mine. I bought it, or I worked around it. Not to mention that copyright laws and processes and different legalities and methods in society could immensely benefit from NFTs, as there is a very complex ledger around such a system. It would be hugely beneficial for anyone wanting to hold an IP or a piece of artwork or a book, anything in your mind, really. It truly is an amazing thing. Anyway, as always, I have been going through another tangent as well, right? Usually what I do, I can't help it, sorry. But in case you haven't noticed, or in case you live under a rock, financial things are not very good these days. And that includes for, say, the stock market, for commodities such as silver, gold. That also includes especially for crypto. Crypto has been struck, tremendously hard. And we see collections that are like the Bari Ape Yacht Clubs and other blue chips, if you say, not becoming blue chips anymore. The whole credibility is going through the drain. And I assume you probably feel that way as well. I don't blame you for feeling like that. But at the same time, you have to understand that this will pass eventually. And it's not going to be like that forever. Actually, no, it's going to be like that for just a little bit more, for a little bit more time, and then we're going to recover. I will try to explain in this video exactly what is going to happen to the financial landscape, so you can take the most out of this and just invest and enrich yourself so you can have a better life, basically. Yeah, it's basically it's the summary or the main intention behind this video. Okay, for starters, in 2020, early 2020, when we still had the previous president in the United States, there's this very important man. His name is Jerome Powell. He's the chairman of the Federal Reserve of the United States. Okay. But Sigma, why is this important? We're talking about crypto here, why does it matter? Well, it's because 2018 and onwards, institutions have been increasingly encroaching their investments in Bitcoin, the blockchain, right? And as a result, we have a lot of what we call as trading bots around, right? Most of the trading today is made by bots. It's not made by people. And how does that affect the price of Bitcoin? Well, basically it affects in a way that it becomes way more stable than before. It literally also tatters along by the stock market. So if you actually put a chart of Bitcoin side by side with the stock market, you see that it surely does walks along side by side. What does that mean? Well, it means that if say Microsoft, Amazon, or Tesla, some of the big companies we have there, if they are not doing so good, not doing so well, then so will Bitcoin not do so well too. Everything is tattered around. But what if you don't want to buy a Bitcoin, for example? What do you prefer, Ethereum or Phantom or AVAX or say, I don't know, Binance, whatever coin out there with a smart contract? Bitcoin doesn't have even a smart contract. So why does it matter for these types of things? You cannot buy NFT or sell NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain. Well, the problem is Bitcoin is tethered by the stock market right now, and so is the rest of the crypto world tethered by Bitcoin. Surely there are some exceptions here and there, but this is generally true for, say, over 95% of the cryptocurrencies out there, I would say. And we have these very wealthy individuals or people with a lot of stake and money to these blockchains. We call them whales. So this is basically the overall way things work right now in crypto, at least. So the Fed has been printing money, right, as I said, with Jerome Powell, and as a result your gas prices are going up, your salary is stagnating, as always, right? It has been stagnating for a couple decades already in America, for example, and across the world as well, and you're getting poorer and things are not getting so good now. So this is just the result of the policies we had, to say the least, from the coup and all these things in the last year. So we're suffering the consequences of these monetary policies. I don't think I will be able to explain this in only one video, but I will have another video already up soon. For now, as you can see, I'm pretty much done with this little UFO. It's pretty, it's very funny. It's very small and very, little kind of cute. I like it. This is the design that I made. So yeah, I'm going to keep going on my project, and not very long, maybe still later this year, I will be minting my first project. And as you can see, this is a turnaround of the final model. And in the next video, I will show you how I textured this little guy. Okay, see you by then. Bye. Thank you a lot for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see even more, please check my links below and follow me on places like Twitter. Thank you. See ya.